Good morning, dear all our smart students. How is your mood? Are you okay? Okay. I'm very glad to meet with Zoom and your lovely Moodle platform. Let's know today's topic. Today's topic is about nature and the environment. It's a very important topic nowadays. It's also a global topic of the world, yes? Okay. Now, what is the meaning of the nature and the environment? Is there any difference between two words? Do you know? I can give some explanation or information about definition, about nature and environment. As known, the difference between environment and nature is that environment is the surroundings of and influence on a particular item of interest, while nature is uncountable. The natural world consisting of all things unaffected by or predating human technology, production and design, ecosystem, the natural environment, virgin ground, unmodified species, laws of nature. As a word, nature is obsolete to endow with natural qualities. So, did you see is there any difference between nature and environment? Okay, and now let's know very important definitions of the key words. People are more worried about the environment, the air, water, and land around us as a result of harmful, dangerous effects of human activity. Some of these activity cause pollution, dirty air, land, and water. And some are destroying the environment. Imagine it's so badly that soon parts will not exist. The Koreans. Look at the picture. We tried to choose a very colorful and calmly picture for you during the presentation. The Greens is a short name of the organization called Greenpeace. It is an international organization whose members work actively to protect the environment from damage caused by industrial process or military activities. It is known especially for using its soundboards to try to prevent governments from testing nuclear weapons, to prevent companies from pouring poisons chemicals into the sea, and to try to save whales and other sea animals from being killed. And on this picture, on this slide, here are given some problems of the nature. The first one is the ozone layer, a layer of the gases. It stops harmful radiation from the sun reaching the Earth. The research shows that there is now a hole in parts of the ozone layer. It's a very pity for us. But uh, the main basic reason, of course, is people to becoming a new hole in parts of the ozone layer. The second problem is global warming and increase in world temperature caused by an increase in carbon dioxide. Next one is rain. Rain that contains dangerous chemicals. This is caused by smoke from factories. And now, smoke. What is it? Smoke? Smokes from factories. Car exhausted fumes, dumping, throwing away industrial waste, that unwanted materials in sea and rivers from factories. Next one is aerosol cans, usually called spray. Some of these contains chemicals and which can damage the ozone layer. If you pay attention, if you notice that when you throw away such kind of cans on fire, they may bump and their damage chemical air may spread on the uh, ozone layer, and from this um, harmful air we can breathe, and we can also damage our health by people unwanted wastes. Then cutting down tropical rainforests, especially such kind of rainforests is situated in Amazon, and this increases carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And have you ever think about what kind of how can we help to the nature? What we can do for the nature? Do you think so? Do you think ever such kind of problems, and also uh, can you find the solutions to nature problem as members of human in the world? Okay, the way to help is very easy, but everybody must lead the rules. The first one, don't throw away any bottles, any newspapers to the nature, to the on the land. Take them to a bottle bank or a newspaper bank, and then they can be recycled. Use it again, and plant more trees. You must start, or you must begin to plant any tree or flowers from your home. And don't waste, don't use badly from anything, please. And don't waste the natural resources, for example, water, gas. Try them to save, please. Remember, a resource is a valuable possession as there are natural resources. Water or gold and human resources. Example, knowledge and skill. The word is usually plural, yes? It is human resources. Uh, if we don't know any kind of words, we can't speak anything about, yes. So without anything, without any natural resources, our environment is very um, bad, very poor. So let's imagine the nature as yourself. And uh, another information for you that white pollution is more becoming as a trend, is becoming trend around the world. It is mainly refers to the two negative effects on the environment: visual pollution and latent hazard. Due to the ineffective management and disposal of plastic rubbish, white pollutants primarily consist of foam boxes, plastic bags, plastic cap, and other plastic materials. And plastic derived from the petrochemical industry with a high molecular weight consists about 9 and 30% of total solid waste. Since the Industrial Revolution, the use of plastic has increased a manifold without improving its adequate management as a waste. Most of the plastic waste produced in the world is mainly from packaging industry, followed by building and construction. Plastic is a non-degradable, deeply pollutant. To degrade environmental quality are are known to remain in water and soil for years without making any change in their structure. Due to enormous generation, open burning of plastic is also preferred due to the lack of resource in the developing countries, thus releasing toxic gases, thereby causing air pollution. Plastic disturbs the balance of the environment by acting as physical barrier leading to the drainage of the drains, degrading soil properties, and are often ingested by the organism, ultimately leading to their death. Thus, it becomes more important to manage the plastic pollution, keeping in view its detrimental impacts on the environment. And let's know the environmental protection. Economics have long thought of the environment as an unlimited source of resources. For thousands of years, people lived in harmony with with the environment, but the Industrial Revolution, our negative influence on nature began to increase. Large cities with tons of steaming, polluting plants and factories can be found nowadays all over the world. The byproducts of their activity pollute the air we breathe, we water, we drink, the fields where our crops are grown. There are many consequences of damaging the environment. One of them is acid rain. Cars with their energy engines and factories have become the main source of air pollution in industrial areas. When factories send gases and chemicals into the air, they mix and mixture is carried for hundreds of miles by the wind and finally it falls back to the earth. This acid rain kills fish and trees and slowly it kills everything. Another consequence is destroying the ozone layer of the earth. The third problem is damage to wildlife. Vast forests are cut down in Africa, South America, and Asia for the needs of industries in Europe and in the USA, and also becoming of urbanization. As a result, some species of animals, birds, fish, and plants have disappeared and keep disappearing. Another problem is damage to water and soil, dumping waste into lakes, rivers, seas, and oceans cause water pollution. Harmful wastes may also get into the soil or drains of fields that have been sprayed with pesticides. There is another aspect of the environmental problem, the importance and urgency of which steadily grow. How country disposes of its waste may have a major effect on its future and the future of the world too. Recycling waste and rubbish receives ever greater care in Europe. Cans, paper, and empty bottles and other things we call rubbish are accumulated in every home. Recycling process has double effect. The other part of its being saving energy, which would have been necessary for producing. Problems of environment are no longer problems of one particular country or one particular region of a country. One of the most serious environmental problems in large cities in Britain is thick fog. which the bridge so often have in autumn and the winter. In London, the fog is sometimes so thick that cars run into one another. For many centuries, during the cold time for the year, the English people used coal in their fireplaces in private houses. Though smoke from factories contributed a great deal to the trouble too. This kind of look the English people used to call smoke, usually thick smoke in London in 1962 caused the death of some 4,000 people. A Clean Air Act was passed in 1956, which prohibited the use of open coal fires at homes and in the city area. And today, many scientists and ordinary people realize that the Earth is in danger. Either we stop killing the Earth or we kill ourselves. The protection of the environment is universal concern. Active measures should be taken to create international systems of ecological security. Some progress has been made in this direction. Many people belong to green organizations in countries all over the world. Groups like Greenpeace have already helped to stop some animals hunting, but there are so many things to be done on our planet, and our life on the earth depends on ourselves. The earth is on our hands. So this is the end of my presentation. If you have some kind of questions and some problems, you may write us via Telegram, and you may answer your questions. You may ask your questions on the platform. Goodbye. Take care, our dear students. Stay home.